Wonder what that see. Wonder what that see. Wonder what that see. Damn, bro. Damn. But why do you keep adding new? Oh my gosh, bro. Why they keep restarting the season, bro? Man, these niggas are aggravated, bro. They stay restarting the season, bro. Gosh, bro. That finna piss me off, bro. Bro, where's my Elite, bro? They play on my cock. I was walking down the dark road, hardcore, hold on.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40.
Ready, set. Easy, read a 44. Read a, hey, run. Go. 30 left.
First down throw, Lawrence. And his first pass falls incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Decent 24. Think right open. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
All right, let's go. Big alert. Hey, kill. Silver.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's caught for the first. Along the right sideline, there's space. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
All right, I know y'all can't see this, but your girl is throwing some punches up here, some early body blows, Brock. That team wasted no time reaching the end zone and then dropped another 2 points right on top of it.
Now, I must say with the two-pointer, Kate, that was more than body blows. They just dropped a haymaker right to the chin.
And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun is Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 4th and short. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. He's got it to his running back. Racing down the left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. So here are the Cowboys getting set for a 2-point drive. Another throw for Prescott. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Easy. Hey, Lion. Silver.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connection made. Travis Etienne. What a hit, and the ball's loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Buys time, rolling right. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Ready up. 13 loop. Whoop. Hey, go. Sink right. Here we go.
1st and 10. It's Lawrence. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Michael Parsons making that play.
Sink right open.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They're set up at the 35 now.
11. Red on red.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This is hauled in by Ingram. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Go, go, let's go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars push this to an 8-point game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push the lead to 2 scores now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Turpin with a return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 47. Hey, 47. 47.
Dak now from the gun. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Well, every once in a while, this game of football becomes a game of chess. And how are you going to get your defensive players in the right spot, the right place? That dime defense, well, that call. So many eyes on the football, and more importantly, the ability to go finish that interception.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hey, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Hey, easy. Route,
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Jupiter. Go. Hot.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's Thomas. He's got it. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Jaguars. With 10 to go still on 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Great job. 11, Agate. 11.
Lawrence looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Go to 54, line in. There we go, kill. Good. Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, line in. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
46.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Dak throwing again. He's got it at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Working inside the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch in the end zone. And that two-point try trims the deficit to 1.
Cowboys 14.
Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Read it, 54. Go street. Go. Here we go,
Lawrence working from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's second down.
Hey, go.
Putting a receiver in motion. He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He lets a heater go, and someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Turpin with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10. First down, here's Dak. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Kill. 27. 26.
First and 10, Prescott. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, with how well the defense had that one covered.
Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Offense up to the line fast.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott here from the gun. That's Lamb running slant. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Okay, ready?
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Red on red. Hey, kill.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. He's shot downfield, will wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Lawrence to throw it. ETN on the catch. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Easy. 13
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Go, go! 11, Agate. Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He's on the move. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Go, go.
Back to throw it. He's got it to his running back. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Jaguars get 6 points for themselves. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Turpin with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Throw complete to Lamb. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Prescott. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Dak off the play fake. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the third. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Another throw for Prescott. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 29, Jaguars 22.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set.
Hey,
1st and 10.
Kill. Hey. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And a man is there to knock that away. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, run. 11. Street. Dirty left. Red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Think right, open, open. Riggs, Riggs. 13, Luke, Luke.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Think right, open, open. Hey, kill.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, set now, first and 10.
Here's the 24. Check smash. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill. Here we go, sir.
Working inside the red zone. Has it at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
11.
And he gets in, touchdown. The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Turpin with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. First down, here's Dak. On the move, headed, caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Another try following the sack. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's first and 10. Prescott to throw. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Cowboys with a little more work to do to win it here. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Setting up to pass. This finds Cooks, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Back to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Washington now to return.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Man in motion here.
11. Silver.
Here he is to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.
Hey, smash. Sink right. Hot.
He'll look to throw it. Pushing it up past the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd.
Hey, lion.
They've got a man in motion.
Go, let's go. Hey, Jupiter. Silver.
1st down throw, Lawrence. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he gets him a touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Turpin with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again is Dak. It's caught. Ferguson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Now to throw. Chased out to his right. Brought in right side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. Throwing now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So second down coming up.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take!
Dak throwing again. Forced out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
Hey, kill! 47!
To throw. Throw complete to Lamb. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Here's Duvernay on the return. And not much breathing room as they begin possession at their own 5.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got...
Oh, big interception here. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And
on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. Fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Right to the air is Daniels. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otton, 30 yards. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Here we go.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Now Mayfield. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Regular. Point it right. What's that?
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. That is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Baker changing the play at the line. Throwing. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Sterling Shepard, 36 yards. And the Bucs are once again back in front. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Alert!
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Daniels looking to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To the air goes Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, alert 33. Good.
Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Point it right. Watch out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Here's Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Here we go. Back to 60.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
60
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Daniels. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he is going to have a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hawk 70. Let's go. Lions. 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Rangers. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. Come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Mayfield. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Baker going to change it up.
Regular, regular, regular. Kings, Kings, Kings.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Here's Baker. That is caught at the 7. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Mayfield to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Chris Godwin from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. right now, a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it. And kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Reload! Smack! No! Trap alert! Trap alert!
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Ready. Go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just... From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
And
Burrow going to change the play. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. 11. Gun.
Now Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 28 yards. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
11. God.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Burrow going to change things up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
11 mighty.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Now Burrow loses the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They go play action here. Purdy to the right side and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
I'm one, ready? 11,
now they'll change things around before the snap.
Let's get set.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
Hey, we gotta keep
From the
going.
25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Close.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Shot.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
on, ready?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
God.
Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Chase. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Come on, brother. Call my plays, bro. Call my plays, bro. I'm about to get you on my shit, bro.
Here we go. God.
To the air again, Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
That's down, boy. What the fuck you think you doing, nigga?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to...
Get the fuck out my lobby, nigga. Pig. Touchdown. Touchdown, bro. Get the fuck out my lobby, nigga. You trash, boy. Fuck out my lobby, pussy. Fuck out my lobby, nigga. You trash, boy. Fuck out there, boy. He's still in the dick box, still with. Ain't put it yet, but hopefully that was good. I'll tell you, it'll be the first time to the best in the hopes that he's definitely top in the future.
Yeah, Jackson State played medals in the 3 years.
Damn, that's cool. And you actually had a condition.
Oh, he was on the field talking about it on the field.
Oh, that's it. Well, I know this. I think this is very straightforward. We got you, right? And I don't mean like we required you. I mean we got you. It's like we're supporting you. You got a bold ass vision for what you want to do on Earth, and we got a bold ass vision for you. All right, tell me. Bold move. I believe you.
Okay.
Got you. So